it was an interesting thing. Like, it's one of the things that makes me so passionate about what I do with helping people with their money, because my 20s, ironically, I made more money than most people ever make in their life playing poker. And I was so bad at managing my money, and I took money for granted, and I didn't understand. And so I blew a ton of money. It was really, really bad. My wife, her father, so my father-in-law, had been in the financial business as a stockbroker, financial advisor, money manager, whatever you want to call it. In 2009, I wanted to get into the financial industry, and I got burned out on poker, and there were some things, and my wife and I wanted to have kids. My father-in-law was like, why don't you come and work with me and take over my business? And so I was like, hey, I love money. I love economics. I'm a total nerd about this stuff. And so I was like, all right. And so I went in, I got an interview with his boss, Ray. And Ray was like, Chris, listen, I think you're going to do awesome. I think you'll kill this business and be amazing. But we just got out of the Great Recession. And Ray was like, I don't care how successful I think you're going to be. If I hire you, they're going to fire me. What do I need to do? Like, how do I prove myself? And he's like, go get a job as an insurance agent. They'll hire anybody, And I was like, all right, I'll go down. And so, being in Vermont, I went to National Life Group, and I became a regular agent. I got Rookie of the Year. I did all these different things. I got promoted through management, became the director of business development for the company over like a 4.5-year period time. And the crazy part was, during my first year there, my goal was just to be successful enough to go work for my father-in-law. But what happened was, when I learned what I learned, I realized I couldn't pivot back. I couldn't go. Like, I walked away from a huge income opportunity to go work with him on a guaranteed basis, because I'd have been taking over his book of business, right? I walked away from that because I'm the kind of person that can't do anything that I don't purely believe in, right? And so when I learned what I learned about how the financial industry worked, how people got compensated, the different products that there were, I believed so much in what I was doing in the financial space that I couldn't pivot and go work for my father-in-law. I had to just kind of stay on my own path and create my own road, so to speak. And so that's how I got there. Now, I was doing all index universal life at the time with National Life Group. And then the more I learned about that, the more disenchanted I became with that industry, because I realized what I was being taught and what I was selling to people wasn't actually performing the way that I was told. And so I learned about the differences between index universal life and whole life. And the more I learned about whole life insurance, the more I realized, like, wow, this is really what I need to be doing. And so in 2014, I walked away from National Life Group and I started Life 180. And that is kind of what's led me down the path to where I am right now.